Yes, how may I help you?
Hold on, I got you.
What up? What up?
Oh, hold on. Let me turn this around. You can wait. Hold on. What brings you to my live?
Well, I think you already know, but I wanted to discuss with you just so I could get to know you a little bit more better
No,
to see
there's
what
no
your
need to get to know
perspective.
me. Just tell me what you're here for.
Well, I would like to know your perspective about a lot of things. I
Just tell me
see
what
a
you're
lot
here
of the
for.
times. Well, I'm
I
explaining
don't
that,
care
brother.
about. I don't want you to. I don't want you to get to know me. I just want to get straight to the point. Cause you in my space, so I want to get to the point and get you out of here. What's up?
Well, this is divided right now, so I'm not a guest
I, I
requester. You
don't.
feel
I
me?
don't. I don't. I don't want to be united with you. So what's up? Tell me what you're here for.
All right, so I mean, what I understand from a lot of things that I've seen from you is that you always try to bring Mesoamerica involved. When I know, for quite frankly, you don't know anything really much about Mesoamerica. You claim to presume a lot of things are based on the codices and depictions on murals and whatnot,
What? All right. All right.
reproductions
So
on
hold
murals.
on. Pause
And
right there. Pause right there. How did the Mayans depict themselves?
am I Maya? I'm not a Maya.
I didn't ask you that. We talk about
Yeah,
Mesoamerica. Mayas within Mesoamerica. How did the
yeah, yeah,
Mayans?
yeah, yeah. But
How
Maya,
did the
Maya, Maya.
how did the Mayans? How did the Mayans predict? I mean, depict themselves? Just
Brown,
tell me that. Okay, what did their hair look like?
black, like mine.
What did their hair look like?
Well, they didn't have afros, if that's what you're referring to.
I got plenty of pictures with them and afros that's on the murals. Please tell me what their hair look like, cause I will pull it up.
If you're referring to dreads, bro, like even white people can have
There's
dreads.
there's no such thing as dreads. That's just matted hair. They had locks.
Yeah,
That was locks.
even
Y'all don't
white
have
people,
locks.
white people could do that,
Y'all
bro.
don't even get locks today. Y'all don't
That's
even
not
have
that,
locks today. So I don't even
that's
know.
not that's not that's not you
Y'all know
that's not
locks.
you.
Y'all know
That,
y'all know. Hold on, wait. Y'all know locks is our thing, and it have always been our thing. Even in old photos from the 1800s, none of y'all don't got locks. So don't even try to institute that little natal. I mean, that little notion saying, "Oh, we had locks." There, y'all don't get locks. Y'all just now started to put locks in y'all head. If you could provide
no,
me a
I'm
picture.
saying that anybody's capable of getting locks.
No,
Is,
there is a no. There is no. Y'all
is
here do
that
not
so?
lock
You
up.
never seen
Y'all
a white?
no,
So you
no,
never
sir,
seen white
sir,
people
sir,
with
sir, sir,
locks?
sir. Y'all hair do not lock up. Y'all have matted
No,
hair. Our
that's
hair
a
lock up. Y'all hair don't.
that's a process, my guy. That's
How
that.
you gonna tell? How you gonna talk about it? This our thing. We know more about it than you. That's our thing.
All right, I'm all
How, how
right.
long? How long does it take? How long does it take for y'all hair to mat up?
I don't map my shit up, but I could if I
All
want
right.
to.
How long would it take?
I wouldn't know. To be honest with you, I
Okay.
wouldn't know because I would have never had. I've never done it before, but I know that
Okay.
I
Well,
can.
I'm just saying. I'm just saying this. I'm just saying this. The Mayans, they were melanated people. And you can say they look African. You can say they look whatever. They did not look like
I
y'all. Period. Point blank.
nobody nobody says that, dog.
All right, we can continue though. I was just putting it out there just in case you want to go with that notion.
All right, other than that, like if you were saying that, all right, if they say if they're black, are you insinuating that you're a part of the Maya
Brown.
culture?
They're not black. Brown. Just like I'm brown. Nobody's black except the Sudanese people and the Kenyan
Black,
people.
brown, whatever. But are you insinuating that you're a part of that culture?
I just said I'm Chata. I'm Chata, Kituwa. I'm part of the
All
Yucatians,
right.
Mayans, and all this stuff. When I produce information about those people, I'm providing depictions and descriptions from conquistadors, Spaniards, whatever you name it, the people that came and conquered. They tell you what these people look like. They have to go back and report back to their king, King Luis, and all them people. They have to let them know what they look like, and
Yeah,
they
but
have to claim and,
back in
and verify.
back in those times, bro, those motherfuckers would just call anybody black, dog. They would call anybody brown.
They were
They
black
would
people.
call
They
anybody,
look like
but they
me.
wouldn't call. They
The
will
conquist,
based on
bro.
based on
The
because they're
conquistadors
not
look like
white.
me. The conquistadors had looked like me. The conquistadors looked like every original person on this earth. There were not no
There was
white
there
men.
was there
They
was
were not white men.
there was
I
African
read the
conquistadores,
old
bro.
books. They were not white men. They were not white men. The white
Spanish
people
people
do
are Spanish people
the
are not
white
white.
people during them the white people during those times were indentured service. They was only service. They was not conquerors at all. They were still learning the process of learning skills and things like that. This is something on my channel I've been presenting for a
So,
while.
so you're saying that Spanish people are not white? They're not considered white.
The original Spaniard are melanated people. There's brown skin, ruddy, swarthy.
It's not the question that I asked.
I just told you the original.
Did you just say earlier, black, brown, they don't matter, whatever. So
I'm telling you their complexions. They are swarthy people, brown people, tawny people. They are not pale
But are they?
skinned men
But are they
with
white?
hair
Are
like
they?
with
Are they
straight hair.
considered white people? Are they considered
You know
white
what I'm
people?
talking about. We're not toddlers.
So you telling me that Portuguese people are not white, even though they're melanated people?
Today their identities is stolen. Yes,
Are you
today
telling
they
me that
are.
Spanish people are not
T-
white because they're melanated?
Today they
Are you
are
saying?
pale. Today they are pale skinned. And those times from colonial times all the way back to the time of the conquistador when 1492 they was depicted and described as tawny, swarthy, brown with an E at the end, etc., etc. They was not
But that's
palm
irrelevant. That's
colors.
irrelevant to that's irrelevant for today, bro. That's irrelevant.
No, it's not because when we want to talk about history, we got to know the
So
terminology.
when people, I doubt that those individuals are writing
When
that
we
on
want to talk
documents
about
whenever
history,
they write stuff
when
until
we want
modern
to
day.
talk about history, we got to know the depictions. We got to know what the people look like. We got to know the terminology. It's things like that. The maps, everything. So we got to put our mindset in a way how everything look, not a modernized perspective. We got to go back to those memoirs. We got to go back to the literature that was written during that time to know what had happened and know how what things had looked like.
Okay.
Now, if we try to change
But
what we
what
got
are
today,
they?
that's a changed perception. You're trying to go off of it from a changed perception after that happened after the Reconstruction period. I feel like you don't know the real truth because I feel like you haven't. I might be wrong. I feel like you haven't read those old books 16, 19, 15, 1592, 1492 like I have. I don't think you have.
All right. So you say I kind of want to go back a little bit more to what you were saying, that you say you're a Choctaw, right?
Choctaw, not Choctaw. That's two
Choctaw,
different.
whatever.
Okay,
Choctaw,
whatever.
whatever.
Then
What are you?
What?
What are you?
I'm a Nawa.
Whatever.
You know,
you see what you
you
did?
know,
There's
it's a big
disrespect.
factor.
It's disrespect.
It's a big factor because you're obviously your husband is over here
It's not
talking
a
about
big
my
fact.
people.
It's not what you belittling and being
Listen,
condescending.
it's not a big factor when you're being nonchalant about who I was.
Well,
So
you're
I don't give
making
a
it.
damn about who you is.
You're discussing
So
about Mesoamerica.
let's start
So
it.
it's
Let's
obviously
start it
you're
back.
talking
Let's
about
start it
my
back. I'm gonna give
people.
you the chance. Let's start it back over. Let's be respectful of who you is, and let's be respectful of who I am. Okay, cool. Can we agree on that?
Sure.
All right. Now go ahead. No
Well, yeah, I'm going
nonchalantness,
now.
none of that bullshit.
All right. So,
Don't be
anyway, what are you doing?
littling.
What are you doing within Mesoamerica? What's your what's your point? What are you
My
trying to?
Okay,
What's
I
the
wanna
end game, so to
know.
say?
Okay.
Thank you, baby. I love you. But what my point is when I'm proving that the perception of history today is fraudulent. What I've been telling everyone, what these original people that is popular today, such as the uh, Aztecs or Mayans, whoever you want to talk about, the information I provide is from the time period and when they document it in the memoirs. That's what I'm saying. Today, y'all been lying.
Who's been
Government
lying?
been lying. All right, let me take that. The people that provided the history today in society, the modern time, have been lying, and people today have picked up that history, that lying history, and pushed it off as if the truth. What I'm doing is destroying that whole narrative and putting back the original history of what was stated. That's what I'm doing. That's my point. And the reason I do it because it gives my people and other people in that time, I mean, in that country, Mesoamerica or whatever. I mean, sorry, Mesoamerica and South America, other melanated beings around the world. It gives them a perspective of an identity instead of, oh, y'all was nothing but slaves. You came from Africa, blah, blah, blah. I'm showing people that's a lie, that's a false perception, and they took your identities and gave it to somebody else. They changed up the histories. That's what I'm doing. That's the whole point. It's empowering to our people because you know what we went through. This is something we don't even have to talk about. You know what all melanated people. Okay, you know, black people in America, black people in Mexico, black people in South America have their identity stripped from them. We all dealing with the same shit, all of us. And the pale man and the people that got confederate with the pale man. I'm talking about after the Reconstruction period. They got in Confederate to take our identities, all exchanged for money or other resources or whatsoever. This is factual. We have documents to prove this. The problem is, I ain't gonna say you, but I'm just gonna talk about people in North America. I'm gonna talk about the people in. I don't know what y'all got going on in Mesoamerica, but the people in North America is pissed off because this information is coming out and they saying that it's erasure, but it was really erasure when they accept to take our identities from us. When we provided this proof, oh, it's bullshit, it's colonizing type of shit. But meanwhile, you got a tribal card, you're on a reservation as tenants, and you got identification card. You moving in a colonized way. But when we say something about it, oh, it's not colonizing. This is our culture. This is who we are. And the white man had recognized us. Why the hell we need somebody to recognize us when we recognize ourselves?
Well, I can agree with that. What you're saying, I don't need validation from any ethnic group, even from your
but the Native Americans want to validate us.
I don't. But that's.
I'm just saying. They want us to validate our identities. I'm gonna let you speak. I'm gonna go ahead. You go ahead.
Well, I've been polite. I've been polite to be quiet here, letting you say your perspective, which I'm trying to comprehend as well. But I'm just gonna say that, bro. Like the way that you for me, for example, I don't seek validation. I don't seek validation from indigenous groups from the United States. I don't seek a validation from the African American community. I don't seek validations from Asian communities. I don't need validation from anybody because I know who I am and I know where I come from and I know what is my culture and my ethnicity. But it is disrespectful and insulting when I see individuals such as yourself bringing out theories and things of that nature.
How's it? Hold on, let me ask you this: how's it theories when I'm reading straight up from while I'm reading a history book? Bro, it couldn't be a history if it's a memoir. I mean, it could be a theory if it's a memoir.
So you're saying that are you? What I'm trying to understand is that you're saying that back in the day, those people with that form of education, conquistadores were not fucking scholars. Conquistadores were not philosophers or anything like that. They were what? They were what was the role of a conquistador? Let's say what you know. What is it?
For my knowledge of a conquistador during the time period at that time, they was just exploring and conquering. That's all I know.
They were not. Yeah, that's all they know. That's all they know. So they were soldiers. They were not. They were not educated people.
When we started talking about the Moors and the Jews people. And so far, the Jews, they had a whole tradition, a whole culture, and everything that's popping off over there. These was nobles peoples. These people had great knowledge and everything. Y'all perceive them as stupid people, but successfully they conquered, so they couldn't be that stupid.
Because they were fucking soldiers, my guy.
That's all they
know. That's all they know. War.
How do you know that?
What the
have you read? Have you read the Moors and the Jews of Spain?
What are we living on to this day, bro? We're not living in an imaginary world.
Have you read the Moors and the Jews of Spain?
Colonialism system.
Have you read the Moors and the Jews of Spain?
I don't care about Moors.
It ain't about what you care about. Have you read the Moors and the Jews?
I don't care about
the conquistadors. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
I don't care
You
about all
said you
that.
no
What I
no.
care
You
about
said
is my
all they
people.
know is nothing but war and conquering. And I'm asking you, have you read a book about this? Have you actually dive into any type of literature
Yeah,
that's
Moors
dealing with
fucking
the
conquered
hold
fucking
on,
Spain. So what?
wait a minute, because you said a statement that you spoke of. You said some type of opinion that you came with back up. And I'm telling you, I actually read stuff about these people, and I know their culture, and I know their ways. Hell, I know their families. I know most of the language came from
No.
these people. So you
Mm-mm.
saying these people are illiterate? So how did you learn Spanish? How did y'all got the language Spanish? How did y'all get that?
The fuck you mean? How do I got that? Because
If
of
they so
fucking
illiterate, you want to know Spanish?
because of Catholic Catholismo, man. You don't know about Catholismo and
If
what
they was
occurred in
if they were
Mexico,
so more Cisco's.
bro. That's been pendejo, cabrón. No
You
mames.
we're gonna speak English. Say your insult
Nah,
in
nah,
English. Say
nah.
your
I
insult
mean,
in
you
English.
Mesoamerican.
Don't be
You
a
know, you say
coward.
you know the culture.
Say your insult in
You
English.
know,
Say your insult in
you
English.
know Mesoamerica. You say you know Spanish, right? You say you
Say
know
your
Okay,
Moors.
since you
Por
want to
eso te
talk.
estoy hablando, güey.
if I call you a punk and all this other stuff in English where you can understand how you feel about it. The commoners know. Stop being a coward and say what you want to say. Speak your mind.
Bien, güey,
No,
cabrón.
no. Did he just
Te
say
estoy
earlier?
diciendo, cabrón. Te estoy
Did not,
hablando en la idioma de tus, pues, según antepasados, ¿no?
Don't say what you gotta
did
say.
not you just say earlier? You said before you stated what person you assumed that he was and saying what he is spreading around, you said, I don't care what nobody think about me. I'm not going to let nobody tell me who I am. Why can't you give him that same respect? Why can't you give people that's telling you who they are that same respect? You want us to respect you for your tribe, but you're not giving us that same respect. How? Please make that make sense to me. I'm asking you a logical question right now. Make that make sense to me. I'm not going to cuss. I want him to answer that question.
The math ain't mathing.
No,
Can you
be
show
quiet.
your
Let him
face?
answer.
Let me see your face.
No, you don't have to see my face to talk
That's
to
my
me.
wife.
Answer the question.
You can hear.
I don't even, I'm only talking to this gentleman right here. You know.
Well, if you're not talking to him, you finna get up out this live. We move as one over here.
The queen has spoken.
So you can't give people respect. So you coming on here to troll. So you representing your
I'm not
people.
here. I'm
So
not.
you
I'm not here
basically
to troll.
telling
I'm not
no,
here.
no,
I'm
no,
not
no.
here to
You
troll.
basically telling my people that your people saying y'all don't care, y'all not gonna respect us, but y'all want us to respect y'all for y'all tribe.
The math ain't
That's what you're
mathing.
saying?
It's not mathing.
All right,
Okay,
so
so get your indigenous erasure up off this
hold
fucking
on,
live. Now
hold
you get your
on,
indigenous
lady,
erasure up off this
hold on,
live.
lady.
No, he ain't got to say. He ain't got nothing to say over here.
I want to hear
Hold
what
on,
you
No, he ain't got
you
nothing
don't
to
know.
say.